Hello everyone, this video is purely informative. I would like to clarify that I have no expertise in the medical field. It's simply after some research is done that I take the opportunity today to share it with you. Let's get right into the topic. We all probably still hearing people say coronavirus is just like the flu. They're wrong, and here's why. Hundreds of thousands of people die from the flu every year. A fact some people have pointed out in an effort to quell anxiety about the coronavirus. But health experts say the comparison misses some key points. Conventional wisdom in many countries now hold that everyone should wash their hands a certain amount of seconds, elbow bump rather than shake hands, stop buying face masks so there are enough for healthcare workers, and avoid cruise ships and planes. It may seem crazy, but toilet paper is becoming gold in certain countries. We still have a lot to learn about the novel coronavirus, and that alone, experts say, it should be enough to motivate communities to work together to slow its progress. Studies suggest the differences between the flu and coronavirus are more nuanced than some people suggest. In fact, health professionals point out the important distinction between COVID-19, the disease caused by the virus, SARS-CoV-2, and other viruses. They don't advise mass hysteria, obviously, but they also don't believe that doing nothing or going about business as usual is a smart move. The WHO, or the World Health Organization, said last week that coronavirus had become a pandemic after characterizing the illness late last year as a series of epidemics. The Spanish flu from 1918 to 1919 and Black Death from 1347 to 1351 were two of the most extreme pandemics recorded in modern and medieval time. So, what are the differences between the new coronavirus and the flu? There is no vaccine for COVID-19. And it could take many months or years to get one to market. And unlike with influenza viruses, for which there are several vaccines, humans have now built up an immunity over multiple generations. What's worse, doctors fear the virus will mutate. The first known person was reported to have contracted the virus on December 1st in China. By now, it has spread to at least 150 countries or territories. Experts have advised changing behavior to limit the spread. Italy has effectively quarantined its entire population. Israel, among other countries, has closed its land borders. Of course, there are similarities between influenza and COVID-19. Both viruses are untreatable with antibiotics, and they have almost identical symptoms: fever, coughing, night sweats, aching bones, tiredness, and, in more severe cases of both viruses, nausea and even diarrhea. They can both be spread through respiratory droplets from coughing and sneezing. The seasonal flu has a fatality rate of less than 1%. The director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases estimates that the flu fatality rate is closer to 0.1%. But even accounting for the mild yet undiagnosed cases of COVID-19, he said last week, will still make it roughly 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu. Another reason not to compare the two viruses is influenza has likely been around for more than 2,000 years. Scientists say the novel influenza A viruses in humans lead to a pandemic approximately once every 40 years. But again, flu vaccines exist. This coronavirus is 3 months old. Should I say that one more time? The coronavirus is 3 months old, and as yet there is no vaccine. It is too complicated. Influenza and COVID-19 come from different virus families, and COVID-19 is brand new. But it doesn't seem like there is cross immunity with this coronavirus as there are with the other coronaviruses. In other words, the natural defense system in our body that help us ward off flu are unlikely to apply here. Governments around the world are racing to stem the spread of COVID-19. Fatality rates also vary dramatically depending on the age of the individual. No death occurred in those 9 and younger, but cases in those aged 70 to 79 carried an 8% fatality rate, and those aged 8 years and older had a fatality rate of 14.8%. The fatality rate was 49% among critical cases and elevated among those with pre-existing conditions to between 5.6% and 10.3% depending on the condition. All the difference between coronavirus and flu lie in what we don't know. Adults with flu, which has an average incubation period of 2 days, can affect other 24 hours before symptoms develop and 5 to 7 days after becoming sick. The novel coronavirus has a median incubation period of 5.1 days, longer than those of other human coronaviruses that cause the common cold. The potential demand for hospital beds, ventilators, masks, and medications, and the pressure all of this would put on staff worries everyone. We must listen, ladies and gentlemen, to the advice of health experts to help them as they face this pandemic. And by our responsible actions, we will facilitate their task. We would rather stay at home until things get better. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be safe, and I hope to see you and talk to you soon in the next one. Peace.